Thank you, Jan, Steve, and representatives and senators for being here and supporting this effort. About 6 weeks ago, we're at our commission meeting in Somerset County, and I was riding the bus with about 8 outdoor riders, and we're reminiscing about every once in a while you run into somebody who talks about the good old days, how everything was in the good old days. And what we recognized right up front was the good old days were not very good at all. Pennsylvania was replete with void forests and acid mine range and other things, but what we did was the generations before us took advantage of the situation and remedied that. What we have now is a Pennsylvania that is excellent natural resources. 850,000 people fish in Pennsylvania. 1 million plus people vote in Pennsylvania. Natural resources in Pennsylvania are a tremendous potential for growth, for tourism, for industry, for employment. What we need to do now is to seize this opportunity and do what we should be doing to protect these natural resources from being harmed by Marcellus shale operations and other extractive industries. Pennsylvania has tremendous natural resources, 86,000 miles of streams, hundreds of thousands of acres of lakes. The hunting resources, speaking for the Game Commission, are tremendous in this state. The impact of the Marcellus operations on these resources is something that we're just starting to understand. As was mentioned by some of the previous speakers, the opportunities for impacts upon our resources are tremendous. What we need to do is ensure that we can protect our resources as best we can, to reinvest in them, to ensure that they're there for the generations that will succeed us, for our kids. I have twin 10-year-olds I'll be canoeing with over the next couple weeks. I want to make sure that they have the resources, at least that I have now, if not better. The Fish and Boat Commission, was mentioned by Jan, is responsible for the jurisdictional species of reptiles, fish, amphibians, aquatic resources of Pennsylvania that are incredibly valuable. Water quality, the impacts of mining on water quality, the effluent, taking of the water for the drilling, the fracking, all those sorts of things have an impact upon those resources. What we have to do is we have to do our job to protect those resources. We expect to be working with over 700 permits per year just to review those within our shop to ensure that these things are working properly. Our law enforcement operators are the ones that are out there when they found the leak and other situations like that. Those are the people who will be out there ensuring that the practices are done properly. Our permit review people, as I mentioned, are tremendous folks in doing this. Our biologists working to ensure that the water that's removed from these streams does not adversely impact the fisheries and the aquatic life of these streams. The implementation of the severance tax is a reasonable way of addressing this. It's appropriate, it's something the Commonwealth needs. It's something that I think the anglers and boaters of Pennsylvania will not only support, but adamantly demand to have happen. Earlier this year, we did 8 town hall meetings around Pennsylvania where we met with the leaders of the conservation groups, the trout unlimiteds, the bass clubs, the muskie people, the boating groups, the kayakers, the canoers, the people who value these resources. What they told us was not that they're just interested in this. They told us that they're energized. They're ready to ensure that this happens. They're going to hold us accountable to ensure that some of this money is reinvested in these resources. It's something that they expect for themselves. It's something that they expect for their children and for the generations after them. For those reasons, and for many others, Fish and Boat Commission and the Anglers and Boaters of Pennsylvania are energetically and unalterably supportive of this effort. We'll be working hard to ensure that it's passed in a way that protects the resources of Pennsylvania. Thank you.